But let's move on to our next topic because, like I hinted beforehand, more Patriots drama. Albert Breer. After
who the hell is Albert Breer?
He's a writer. He's a writer.
Is he a Boston sports writer?
I believe he is a Boston sports writer. But here's the interesting thing. Because we talked about it a couple weeks ago when I'm going to consider it a bombshell report came out from, I believe, Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk. He had that speculation that, you know what, the Patriots play. First of all, it was the Boston Herald. Had that amazing phenomenal journalism in that article talking about a lot of players. They were quoted saying, they knew they were getting screwed over. They were very disappointed in the coaching. They hated for what Bill Belichick did with Mac Jones and that Bailey Zappe situation. And now, you know what? Mike Florio's saying that, after the season ended, Patriots coach Bill Belichick was asked whether Jones will be the team's starter in 2023. And, you said it too when you listened to that interview where Belichick, he didn't really answer the question. He just said he's a good,
he's capable of playing in the NFL.
Yes. Jones has proved he could play in the league.
Proved he could play in the league. Yeah.
So he didn't answer, he'll be our starter. And that fueled speculation. And Albert Breer goes on and says that, it's interesting because he said, Josh McDaniels, who Mac Jones liked I guess you can't say last year, 2 seasons ago, he was the OC and Mac Jones played great under Josh McDaniels. He's now the head coach of the Raiders. The Raiders need a quarterback. That could be something going on. A Mac Jones trade to the Raiders. And that's what, fueled some speculation. And Breer said, I think they would listen to trades for Mac Jones if they did come. He says, internally, I don't know if they see a massive gap between Mac Jones and Bailey Zappe. I'm not saying they think Bailey's as good as Mac, but there was some element of Bailey doing what he was coached to do last year.
Yeah.
That I think gave Bailey the edge to some degree for a little while.
That's the problem with Mac Jones with the Patriots coaching staff. He dissed them openly on the field and behind the scenes, and that's just not the way Belichick operates. He doesn't like that.
Well, I'm going to ask you the topic question. Do you think the Patriots should trade Mac Jones, which I guess would ultimately mean Bailey Zappe is the starter in 2023?
I think they could listen to offers for him. Why not? Anybody really is open to being traded if or available for trade if the price is right and the players you can get back help your team. So they might listen to a trade offer. I mean, if the Raiders called them up and they wanted Mac Jones, then maybe they would get Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams is trying to get Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders, so I don't know if that'll work out.
Maybe the Patriots look to trade Mac Jones and try to get Aaron Rodgers.
You would need more than just Mac Jones to get Aaron Rodgers. And besides, I don't think that works. They got Jordan Love they want to try out.
No, I would say trade Mac Jones to somebody else and then try to sign to
get more draft capital to maybe.
I don't know. I just think that Bill Belichick has high regard for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he also mentioned how maybe
that gives maybe Aaron
attitude.
Rodgers has a year, maybe 2 left, and then Zappe can watch him, and maybe then he could step up and be the starter. I don't know. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if any of this happens. I think that they probably will find a way to work with Mac Jones, give him a chance under the new OC. Bill O'Brien.
Hey, Bill O'Brien and AJ McCarron.
I wonder what Bill O'Brien thinks. I mean, that's important too.
Bill O'Brien, Brady and the rest of them, they called him a teapot. He got hot very, very quickly when he was the coach there.
They called him a teapot.
Teapot, yeah. So I don't like this whatsoever because I said it from literally the beginning of the beginning of training camp last year before the season started. I literally said, this is a runaway train because there were reports all training camp. The running game sucks. They're getting stuffed at the line. Mac Jones would, because you can't sack the quarterback, a would-be sack, interceptions. Apparently, I read somewhere, Darius Slay and some of the players who were on the Lions when Matt Patricia was the head coach for the Lions, they hate Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
They said that he thought he was a know-it-all. He tried to overcoach them. He thought he was the guy. They have zero respect for Matt Patricia. And you know what? Him and Joe Judge, there are reports that Patricia, he saw the receivers running and he told them to, hurry it up. You're not putting any effort in. I think he's the guy. I don't think. First of all, I haven't heard what Patricia's new status is.
He's
for
out.
coach.
He's out for any really big responsibility now.
And Joe Judge, who was the quarterbacks coach,
I think they should put him on the special teams. They need help with the special teams coaching, right?
Yeah,
he gave up 2 TDs, kickoff returns for TDs in one game. That's horrible.
Which that was literally the difference in the score.
Yeah, that was the difference in the score.
14 points. The Patriots.
Yeah.
If it was the same score at that point, they would have won by 2.
Crazy.
So I'm gonna look up the coaching staff because I don't know if this is going to be. Matt Patricia is still, according to this, senior football advisor and offensive line coach, according to Patriots.com, and Joe Judge is still the offensive assistant / quarterbacks coach, even though technically Bill O'Brien is listed as OC
that's gonna
and
be
QB
all
coach.
up to Bill O'Brien. He's going to call those shots, I think.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't want Joe Judge anywhere near Mac Jones because apparently Joe Judge was worse. Apparently Joe Judge was fired up in practice. He was getting in people's faces, yelling,
I read
screaming.
about that. Yeah.
And then Matt Patricia. Here's the thing: players don't respect either of those coaches. And then you got the coaches. You got the players defending Mac because of they knew their situation was sort of screwed with before the season started. So I don't know how the players would react if if the rumors were out that they're seriously considering trading Mac Jones. Because think about it, right? You're defending a guy. You literally said the coach has screwed us over. And Jacoby Myers, who I think they should sign. He's a free agent right now, or he's about to be a free agent. He's probably gonna. I've seen the market value. He's between $12 and $16 million.
Yeah.
With a lot of predictors saying that he's about $15-16 million. That's the real number per year.
I think he's worth that.
I agree with you. He's probably worth that. So Jacoby Myers comes in and says, I respect Mac because the fans were screaming Bailey Zappe throughout most of the year. Because of here's the thing. I don't even. Oh, yeah, I mean, he played okay, and there was literally I saw a breakdown on, I forget which website, but it was obviously a very notable website. They literally broke down the play calling and the percentage of plays called compared to Bailey Zappe's playbook and Mac Jones's playbook. And here's the thing. I love, and I think you would at least respect the way Mac Jones played in his rookie year. Am I wrong with saying that?
No, he played well.
Bailey Zappe.
Well. He had a few spots there later in the season where he played lousy. But overall, he played well.
Bailey Zappe's playbook was, and I'm not going to say identical, but almost mirroring what Mac Jones' rookie year playbook was like. So Mac Jones coming in under Matt Patricia, who the defensive coordinator of the Cardinals even said the offense is like a defensive coordinator calling plays for this team. So, and apparently Bill Belichick, I saw a report recently, Belichick was also involved in offensive play calling. And that was maybe why some of the plays were getting in late. Because Matt Patricia might have said one thing, and Belichick says, no, we're going to go with this play instead.
Yeah.
So,
I think they recognized they made a mistake there.
Yeah.
They brought in an OC who was a quality guy. He's been a head coach, been an OC.
Yeah.
And he might be a teapot. I don't know. But I think things will be improved a lot. And I don't see why Mac Jones would have any gripe with what they've done now. They're bringing in somebody that he actually knows. He helped get Bill O'Brien acclimated to Alabama.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Many people would probably agree after seeing this season that you shouldn't blame Trevor Lawrence for his rookie year. It was Urban Meyer, a bad offense, and everything like that. Doug Peterson, a Super Bowl winning head coach, outcoached Bill Belichick in Super Bowl 52. Eagles, Patriots comes in. They spend a ton of money on receivers. That Christian Kirk was it? No, it was a free agency signing where he got an exorbitant amount of money for whatever reason. And look at him now.
He played well.
Played a playoff game and had a couple opportunities to beat Patrick Mahomes in the divisional game.
Yeah.
So if Mac Jones comes in under a stable offensive play caller like Bill O'Brien, who was a part of one of Brady's most efficient seasons that he's ever played on the offense. I think the last 8 or 9 games of that 2011 season, they scored 30 points or more in each of those games. You bring him in here. If we see what we saw in his rookie year, I think we deserve to, do like we did with Trevor Lawrence. Take it, crumple it up, and throw it away as a throwaway year. Yeah. The Patriots were a mess. I know mess and Patriots don't really coincide because of the stability that we had for 20 seasons with with Tom Brady. But Cam Newton comes in, he start off great.
I will say the Patriots did win 8 games, right? And they had the chance to win 3 others where mistakes by the players cost them the game.
The Raiders game,
the
Vikings game, and the Bills.
That's right. Yeah.
So maybe they had a chance to win 11 games. I'm going to give you that.
They did.
And here's something. Apparently, I'm very active on Twitter, listening to sports shows and stuff like that, sports takes. And WEEI, a Boston radio station or New England radio station, they talk a lot of Mac Jones in this situation, and they get no respect whatsoever. They get absolutely no respect because they have some of the most ridiculous takes I have ever heard in my life.
That's Boston.
And you go through it, and all the comments are like, this used to be watchable, but now this is absolutely unbearable to listen to now. And so I don't know why I'm hating on them so like right now, but I thought of that just now that they were doing a lot of Mac Jones takes, and you talk about absurd takes. These are some of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life. So. WEI, not a great radio station for
They're
fans.
pretty famous radio station in Boston.
They're famous, but apparently the Boston fans on Twitter do not like them very much.
Yeah, well,
unbearable to listen to, supposedly.
Well, they must be listening if they know what they're saying.
Yeah, no,
right?
I guess so.